Hey guys, how you doing? What's up? We're still in the same place that we were at before, and we're in desperate need of drinks and food. Again, I want to thank everybody that's helped already. But you see the address up in the upper left-hand corner there. It's Shannon Needs Love. If you could help us out, it's literally it's for food and drink. That's it. We'd really appreciate it. Shanny is still feeling horrible. She's got a migraine to boot at this point. So some food would be really good. Hey, folks for Jesus. Folks for Jesus. I like that. That's a great name. Okay. I wish I came up with that. But that's great. Folks for Jesus. So God bless everybody out there. And especially to the people that have a heart. You know, a kind heart. This isn't a rerun. This is live. 21 Gaming 21. I just said your name. It's live. Hi guys. What's up, Ted? There's no reruns on this channel. We don't do. I have nothing to say to you, folks. Coffee, cigarettes. I am live. This is live. I'm not recording. This is not a recording. This is live, guys. So yeah, you see the address up there. Chat rooms usually are just filled with people that are extremely not. So to the nice people out there, if you could help us out, we'd really appreciate it. Shannon has been feeling absolutely awful for the past probably 5 days, 3 to 5 days, something like that. It's been very bad. But for the people that care, and for the people that choose to help us out, you're the salt of the earth. So thank you much. God bless everybody.
Okay. First and foremost, welcome everyone to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. This video, I want to warn some sensitive people right now about something. This ain't going to be a nice video. I'm not going to be a kind, caring, and gentle G-man in this particular on this particular show. The show won't even last very long. I'm going to get right to the point, and I want to let everybody know this is how. Jason, I hope you're watching this, but make sure you watch this to the very end because you know me. All right. I don't really care about Shannon not feeling well. I honestly don't care, and I don't think the rest of YouTube cares that she doesn't feel well. As a matter of fact, I think I speak for a lot of people in the church that they don't care that she don't feel well. Not in the sense that in which you're trying to solicit funds here on YouTube. Jason, the Bible says that pride cometh before the fall and the haughty spirit before the destruction. I want to talk about the difference between when you guys lost everything and when you guys are looking at homelessness versus when I did it. When I did it, I specifically asked for rent and security. I needed emergency rent and I needed emergency security. Whatever YouTube wasn't going to be able to provide for me, you better believe I would have got it somehow. All right, so that's number one. Number two, when you guys go out there and I'm referring to Jason and Shanny, and the reason why I got no problem saying your name, Rev. The reason why I ain't got no problem doing it, because every time you get mad at me and you go on your stream, you use people's proper on there. When you stop it, I'll show you a little bit of respect. That I promise you. Okay? So I don't really care about how Shanny feels. And I would greatly appreciate it if you would stop going on that channel saying, oh, Shannon. I don't care about Shannon not feeling well. I don't care. Do you want to know why I don't care as a Christian that she's not feeling well? Because Shanny refuses to do anything for herself. That is why I don't care. I'm not saying I don't care about her salvation. I don't care about her getting saved or any of the other stuff. I'm saying I personally don't care about how she feels. She's a woman of 1,000 excuses. And I'm tired of hearing it. I am tired of hearing it. All right? I have in front of me a list of practical things that you and your woman can do to improve your situation. Some of these things will be immediate. You won't have to embarrass yourself every day and get on here and be the best e-bagger possible. Okay, there are things that you can actually do to start to change your situation almost immediately. And the first one, and make sure you watch this to the very end, Jason, because I know you're watching this. Okay, the number one thing is what everybody else on here has been telling you to do is get a job. Okay, notice I didn't get specific about what kind of job. Just get a job. Get some continual income coming in, because as a man, if you're going to claim to be a Christian, as a man, you have a responsibility to provide for your family. If you're not doing it, sir, you are worse than an infidel. You are, because you keep calling this woman your wife. You ain't providing for her, and you ain't providing for the kids that you abused. The point of the matter is you ain't providing nothing. Okay, you did it in the past. That's great. What are you doing today? What are you doing today? That's what we need to get to. So there's a lot of different jobs out there you can go get, Jason. You can be an online sales rep. You can be somebody's secretary where you don't even got to leave your bedroom. All you need is a notepad, take down some appointments, let your employer know when they have when and where they have to be, and then you'll be able to get paid for doing those things. You know, we're in the middle of autumn. We're in the middle of autumn. Got a quick super chat from the Taboris individual, $10. Tell it, G-Man, and while you're at it, unblock me, please. Everybody on here should be unblocked, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so but I'll go and double check. So you can be an online secretary. You can do a lot of different things to earn money on here. You don't have to be on here disrespecting yourself and making a fool out of yourself by getting on here constantly begging for money all the time. You don't got to do that. All right. So get a bloody job, dude. You're pathetic. Get a job. Okay. Okay. Now, granted, I understand that when you grew up, you had your mom predominantly and your dad really wasn't there, dude. But the point of the matter is somebody got to teach you how to be a man. And if nobody else on here is going to do it, it's going to be me. You need to learn how to get a job, dude. You got to learn how to work for yourself. Get your own money. Provide for your household. So that's number one. Number two, start a business. We all know that you know a little bit about graphic designs. That little Revelation News cross that you have on your channel, I know you designed that, and you showed me other things that you have designed. You have a business mind. Stop listening to Shannon and her whack excuses and start a business. Do graphic designs. Charge people. For crying out loud, I need a logo. I'll give you $50 if you make me a professional looking logo. You know what I mean? Contact some of these people on the internet. Make them a logo. Charge them a fee. Maybe they'll actually pay you. What a concept for work that you actually did. So get involved in graphic design. Maybe make intros for people. When we were cool and Shanny needed a buck or two, I had Shanny make a couple of before I learned how to do it myself. As a matter of fact, a lot of you may not know this, but Shanny was the one responsible for creating the image for the G podcast that I was doing. She created that image there for me and everything. There's another image that she gave me, but I don't even know where it is. But I paid her like $20 to do that for me because I didn't know how to do it myself. But the point of the matter is she earned that money. Jason, you can do the same thing, dude. You can say, listen, I'm offering a service. I can do this if you give me money. You can stop getting on here embarrassing yourself and constantly begging for money all the time. Stop coming on here begging for money all the time. Offer a service. Offer a service. Then people will have a little bit more respect for you online. All right? You guys will do it cooking channels. I don't care if you're boiling hot dogs. Do something that's going to entertain the people so that they can pay you for the things that you're doing. Instead of you getting on here and begging for money all the time. Because all you and your woman want to do all day. Don't give me that garbage that you guys just sit in that room watching TV. And listen, I've been around you guys. I know what you guys are doing. I got a $2 super chat from Brick with Eyes. It says that vid is on your Skype. Okay, cool. I'll take a look at that later. But the point of the matter is that you gotta start having some self-respect, dude. Keep talking about how you believe in the principles of Jesus. The Bible's pretty harsh about lazy people. Don't say a lot of nice things about lazy people. The Bible don't say a lot of nice things about lazy people at all. Not a lot of nice things at all. So we have to be vigilant. We have to work. We have to provide something for people that they want, that they're willing to trade you money for the things that you do. You got a PlayStation 5. You have no problem getting on here and begging for $10 and $5 and to get water and juice. Let me tell you something, Rev. And you know what, man? This breaks my heart. You have no idea. Maybe you do know how bad this hurts me. But what I'm going to do right now, I don't necessarily believe that is godly, but we need an object lesson to show you, dude, the differences between you and your woman and the rest of the world. All right? I just brought a couple of things here. Nothing really expensive or nothing like that. But just to show everybody as an object lesson. I went to a church and got this for free. And this is cornflakes. Went to a church and got this for free. Dairy milk. Okay? That you don't even got to refrigerate. Okay? Then, you know, these Arizonas are only $1. These Arizonas are only $1. And I have 1, 2, 5. I got these things for snacks. You know what I mean? I got a whole bunch of things here. You want to know why? Because I got off my behind and actually did some work today. And I was going to take some of that money and actually go buy these things. I didn't have to get on here and beg nobody for nothing. It is driving me crazy. And honestly, I'm going to stop watching you guys on Twitch. I'm going to stop being a supporter soon in terms of being a viewer. Like, I'm going to completely stop soon. Because all you guys do on that channel is beg and beg and beg. If I honestly want to watch people beg, I can go outside my house and I can go watch people in the corner beg. If that's all I want to see all day. Like, you're not even trying, dude. You're not even trying. You're not posting any effort or anything. Start a business, dude. Tell people that you'll rake their leaves. You'll do the entire backyard for $75, $125, whatever your imagination can go to. The winter is coming. There's going to be a lot of snow on the ground. White gold. You can go shovel that up for people and go make some money. Dragnut says, I'm going to teach you how air quotes work one day. Okay. All right. You can do that. All right. So thank you, Dragnut, for the $2 super chat. Okay. So number 3, swallow your pride and go to your uncle. Even if you got to crawl on your hands and your knees, dude, you ain't in the position to demand anything from anybody. Okay? Crawl to your uncle and beg him for some type of help. And no, I'm not talking about $5 or $10 or $15 or anything like that. I'm talking about calling people up, finding you a place to stay, and actually putting you in proper situations where you guys can actually find work. Because you're only a couple of days away from sleeping in that Durango every day. You better be happy I put you in that hotel, because that older owner for that hotel is the one that's being nice, letting you guys stay there, because he ain't got no backbone. Anyway, we got a $20 super chat from the Torbis individual. Thank you for the $20 super chat. She says, here's a little more for filthy for finally kicking them to the curb where they belong. Yeah, I should have did it. I should have did it a lot earlier, looking back at it. But the point of the matter is, you need to go to your uncle, dude. You need to beg him for help. Don't ask him. Beg him for help. Humble yourself. Go to the story of the prodigal son. I mean, before, and you know what? These people on the internet are right. They're saying that you guys got to hit rock bottom before you guys do anything for yourself. The prodigal son spent all of his money, kind of like what you did. And he was even eating food out of the pig pens before he finally decided that he was going to go back home. Swallow your pride before you have to go there. You know what I mean? And go to your uncle and beg him for some type of assistance. He ain't sell that place yet. Nobody's occupying it. You can go back there, provided you meet his terms and his conditions. Because at the end of the day, Mr. Jason, it ain't yours no more. It's his. He's free to do whatever he wants with it. And it's his rules or the highway. And you need to understand that. Every time you come to one of us online and ask for help like this, you are putting yourself out there to be criticized, dude. $10, Shannon not feeling well. You're the one dying. You're the one losing all this weight. You're the one who looks like a skeleton. You're the one who looks like you're not eating, and you're talking about how Shanny feels. Like, cut the nonsense. I don't care about how Shanny feels no more. Okay? What I care about you guys is just getting off your behinds and doing something. All right. Number 4. And honestly and truthfully, this is the number one reason why people who are in the faith, who are in Christianity, really need to stop helping them. They've never even entertained the idea of going to the Bowery Mission in not in Times Square, in Chinatown, New York. First of all, the Bowery Mission will not turn them away as long as they got an empty bed there. They'll have to be in different places because they got the places for the men and they got places for the women, right? They will have to go on a program learning about drugs, how to get off drugs, and its dependency. A lot of you ain't gonna like this part, but this is what they make you do. They're gonna have to go to 3 chapel services a day. You know what I mean? And they will eat 3 to 4 times a day. They will provide them with clothing. They will provide them with job training skills. They will help them when they graduate the program to find their own place. But they haven't even entertained the idea of saying, you know what, guys, could you guys give us $100 to fill the gas tank up so we can go to Chinatown, New York, and actually go to the Bowery Mission, which will be light years better than where they are right now. Okay, I've been there before. I've seen what they do for people, and it is way, way, way better than that hotel that they're at. But notice, they don't ask for gas to do any of that stuff. They don't ask for gas to go downtown to be able to apply for no work. It's only for the moment. It's only for the day. I need it for food. I need the food. I need the food. I need the food. The heck out of here. The bottom line is, at the end of the day, dude, you need to be asking for money to do something for yourself long term. Okay, Dragon King gave a $1.99 a super chat. Thank you very much. It says, make that money, G-Man. Don't let it make you. That's right. I hear you. Thank you for the $2 $1.99 super chat. But I really want to get into this though. You guys aren't even asking for anything real of any real substance. Like, I need a written security. Somebody gave me a donation for 1,000. Somebody gave a donation for 50. Somebody gave a donation, and I certainly wasn't staying where I was, considering what was going on between me and Shannon. I was out. You two keep asking for money for right then and there. You have no faith whatsoever. Keep talking about Jesus. Shannon keeps talking about love, how we need to come together, and all this other stuff. But she don't want to talk about the meteor matters of the scriptures. She don't want to talk about the fact that we're supposed to die to ourselves and we're supposed to be in Christ. And the reason why they can't do that, because they're not in Christ to begin with. Because I shouldn't have to explain this to you, Jason. You are supposed to understand this. You are supposed to understand this, dude. Okay, Isabella. All right. But the bottom line is, dude, you need to get in your car, take her with you, go to New York, go to Chinatown, and go to the Bowery Mission. Your life will change. Now, granted, you're not going to be able to see each other every day. You're going to be separated. She'll be in the women's division and you'll be in the men's division. You will get clean and you will get the help that you need to be able to thrive outside of that hotel. But that's if you even want that. I think that you're deliberately lying to social media when you sit there and say that you want real help. Because if you wanted real help, you would hear what I'm saying right now. So how about this? Instead of asking for $5 and $10 to get water, which is supposed to be getting for free. A lot of you don't even know this. But at that hotel, every morning, they receive a free breakfast. How many of you knew that? The reason why they don't know nothing about it, because they won't get their behinds up in the morning to go get that breakfast. I just recently found out that they are supplying them with clean water. Yet they don't even want to do that. They're in sin. They're being lazy and they don't want to do what is necessary to get them out of the situation that they're in. David Anthony gave $10 and says they can't face the horror of their reality, even if to apply for assistance. It is easier for them to get high and play video games and pretend everything is fine. It's a symptom of depression, in my opinion. Thank you for the $10 super chat, David Anthony. And then we got a $2 super chat from Crash Cootercoot, a $2 super chat from him. And he says, do you want to sell one of those lightsabers? I might, because I got 3 of them. I might. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Okay, they still got that PlayStation 5. I want y'all to think about this a minute. And I'm talking to Christians out there. Okay, the secular world seems to understand this, but we don't. Okay, I want you to think about this a minute. If you had a PlayStation 5 and you was hungry, would you have sold that game already? Yes, you would. So why haven't they sold that game yet? Why haven't they pawned it yet? That should tell you something about all of this begging that they're doing on the internet. I think it's more of them being picky about what they want as opposed to eating what they actually have. And there's a lot of that going around where people are just picky. Got a $5 super chat from Boglum Archives. He says, do you know what a boglum is? A boglum is a hairy, rotund creature who takes responsibility. Shannon is the only female of the subspecies boglum. I can't say nothing about that. I'm not defending them. She told me specifically not to defend them. So you want to know what? I guess she's a boglum. You know what I mean? I guess she's a boglum. But that's the thing. Like, you guys won't even go to the Bowery Mission. Like, this is the United States of America, one of the so-called richest countries on the planet. And these two don't even realize all of the resources that they have. They're not trained to use them. Their number one thing is, the car can't go nowhere and get no gas. I promise you, Jason, if you will prove that you're going to go to Chinatown, somebody on here will fill your gas tank up, provided that you go to Chinatown and you go to the Bowery Mission. Now, granted, you can't be on the internet like this all the time. You can't be coming on here doing and saying the things that you guys are doing. You will not be allowed to smoke Delta 8. Not in the Bowery Mission, you won't. You won't even be allowed to smoke a cigarette while being in the Bowery Mission. So be ready for that if you go there, because you're going to get real help. You're going to get real criticism, and you're actually going to be taught how to be a real man, dude, and not live off of inheritance. All right. Number 5. Some of you are going to get butthurt on this one. They could become indentured servants. Okay, and I know how a lot of you feel about that particular topic. But let's just think about that a minute. An indentured servant is basically somebody who works off a debt. That's basically in the most condensed definition of it. Obviously, there's a lot more to it than that. But you can actually live somewhere, Jason, and you can work. Jason, let me ask you this. Did you ever think to go to the hotel owner and say, can I get a job here and my payment be the room? Did you even think about that? You can actually go to the other rooms. You guys are going to get a laugh on this one. You can actually go to the other rooms and you can actually mop and sweep the floors. You can make the beds up. You can change the towels. You could be an employee of the hotel. That man obviously has sympathy for you. I can see him hiring you. But you got to want to work, Jason. You got to want to work. You got to want to work. And if you don't want to work, you are never going to get out of the situation that you're in. You're going to be begging on here forever. And the funny thing is, Jason, me and you both know this. Maybe some people on YouTube know this a little bit better than me or whatever. I don't know. 1 or 2 people. But we both know you don't got to do any of this, dude. All you got to do is walk away. Your uncle will take you back. The people on YouTube will hear about what you did, and then they will help you get your channel going. Not all of them, but a lot of them will, because there's a lot of people on here that's angry with you, dude. And which is going to bring me to my next point. And this is the last one, and I'm just going to go over some of these other ones. Okay? Dude, you need to go apply. Stop lying to everybody on here, because you haven't done it yet, dude. What you did, you called CPS. You never been to the actual city. Because honestly and truthfully, dude, if they knew your situation and if they knew, the city would be paying for the room for you. You don't even know what you have at your disposal, dude. But you can go apply for TRA, which is temporary rent assistance, and you can go apply for Social Security. One of you are going to get it because one of you I think can convince a doctor that you guys are, you know, what is it? Two cards short of a full deck. All right. The bottom line is that you got to be willing to get up off your butt and do something about your situation, dude. Gee, man, that's easy for you to say. First of all, dude, what you guys are going through, I've been through at least 5 times in my life. I'm talking about as a kid, okay, as a teen, and 3 times as an adult. I know exactly what this is like. And I can tell you the roadmap. I can tell you what the struggles are like, but I can also show you, I can show you the light on how to get out. And the light is this: get off your butt and do something for yourself. Or keep holding up your sign saying you'll take donations and because you're willing to take abuse. As a matter of fact, don't I got that on here? I think I put that picture on here, didn't I? Let me see on here. Because I should have it on here, actually. Yes, I do. Here we go right here. This is going to be your future, dude. We will take verbal abuse for money. God bless. This is the life that Shanny has for you, dude. Every great man who's ever accomplished anything has a great woman behind them. Your woman is encouraging you to be a e-bagger. Think about that, Jason. She's encouraging you to be an e-bagger. The woman that spent a very large portion of your money, she ain't spent all of it, but she spent a very large portion of it, is encouraging you to be a bum, to be a scrub. And by the way, Shandy says, I know you're watching. Is it still true that you don't want no scrubs? She's teaching you how to be a scrub. She's teaching you how to be a bum. She's not teaching you how to get out of your situation. She's not teaching you that. She's not teaching you that. Boglum Archives gave a $2 super chat and says, ain't no Boglums from Jersey City. That's what's up. You better believe it. Well, actually, I ain't going to say that. There are bums in Jersey City. But me personally, I'm not going to sit here and keep depending on a bunch of YouTubers to make sure I can eat every day. This is pathetic, Jason. And you know you don't got to put up with this. You know this better than me. But you just can't stand or just walk away, dude. Why isn't your woman pushing you to get a job? Because a real woman would have told you to get out. She would have dumped you, got away from you immediately for you being a man saying you don't want to work. And Shanny, that's just plain pathetic. You got on here, you bragged and you boasted about being rich, say you ain't want no scrub, and then you're promoting this guy to be a bum. Your man's a bum. Chris is doing better financially right now than Jason is. Chris would qualify, even cheating with your best friend, Shanny. Chris cheating with your best friend is a better man than Jason is because Jason refuses to get a job. I don't know Doug, so I can't say nothing about him. But Chris looks happy. He's got people going on his show. His channel's growing. They're helping his channel grow. Yet you're stuck with Jason, who don't want to get a job. You don't want to get a job. You don't want to do what's necessary to help yourself out. All you want to do is lay in the bed all day, complain about the pain that you're going through. And you want to get freebies all day. That's all you want to do. And I'm sorry, there ain't a pastor in America that's going to endorse that. Not the prosperity pimps that have those mega churches. You better not go to the Calvinists because you'll be done in 2 seconds. Don't go to the Baptist church with this lazy nonsense because they ain't going to want to hear it. The Pentecostal church and these other ones are going to look at you like you're crazy. Even the ones that support LGBTQ aren't even going to support you. Nobody's going to support a lazy bum who don't want to do anything. B-Boy says he gave a $4.99 super chat. He says, you ever look at your butt reflection in the toilet water and think, yeah, I hit that? No, no. And I'm not going to do that. No, nope. You have to be a certain kind of person to do that. And I don't support that. But I do appreciate the $4.99 super chat, though. I do appreciate that. All right. So you don't want to ask your uncle for help because you're proud. Oh, don't worry. When it's 0 degrees outside and you're sitting in that Durango with no gas and no heat and your woman's suffering from frostbite, I think that's when you're going to start going to your uncle, right? If you haven't done it already, because if I know you, that's what you're trying to go back to. But you're not trying to do nothing for yourself long term. You got this delusion in your head that you're going to have this $1 million eyeglass company. Dude, you got savings bonds you haven't even cashed in yet. A lot of people don't even know this. This dude's got like $300 or $400 in savings bonds that is sitting in the room that he's in right now, and he refuses to go to the bank and actually cash those things in. I found everything that he needed for him to be able to cash those things, and he wouldn't even do it. And don't give me this garbage that I'm lying, Jason. Anytime you want to come in this room and have a one-on-one with me, or we can do it in person, because to be perfectly honest, I'm going to be in Scranton on Sunday. I might actually come up there in person if you're still there. And we can talk about this on air, live and in person, because you know I'm going to do. I'm put that camera right in your face, and I'm going to ask you these questions. You know how I am. Boglum Archives gave a $2 super chat and says, Shanny watches cuties. She's a sick old Boglum. Okay. All right. Thank you for the $2. I'll leave that up there for a little bit. But thank you for the $2 super chat there. Okay. So you got no excuse to be in the situation that you're in, dude. I mean, how much more grace do you want from God? I mean, honestly, you lost your place over there in Colorado. You came to Pennsylvania. Your uncle gave you, what, about a month or two for free. You wasn't paying a dime. I would kill for that opportunity. You wasn't paying a dime. You didn't save any money. You came to my place. You stayed there for a much longer period of time. You didn't save no money. And don't give me this garbage and nothing was coming in. You yourself told me that Shanny was getting money from YouTube. And she ain't saved none of it. She was getting medication. She had to get the medication. The reason why that woman got the shakes and the reason why you got the shakes is because you're going through withdrawal from the Delta 8. The Delta 8 days are over. Get that through your head, Jason. The Delta 8 days are over, and they're not coming back. Shanny, the Delta 8 days are over, and they are not coming back. All this, you sitting there in one video, you can't even go to CVS or Rite Aid to get Benadryl. You go to the hospital and they give you Benadryl and you're complaining that it's making you tired. The Delta 8 days are over. It's time to get up your butts and go get some work. Well, how am I supposed to get a job, Jimmy? I paid you $20 to make a little icon for me. Imagine what the rest of YouTube will do. You haven't even made a video saying, guys, I'm offering a service. If anybody needs a thumbnail, if somebody needs this. Or what about this? Because this is the other part that I missed out. How about this? Make an appearance on Dragnut's channel. Charge him a fee. Don't cancel. You ain't in the position really to tell them how much you can. Honestly and truthfully, you guys was in the position when you were living in my place where you could tell Drag how much you wanted. But now you can't do it no more. Offer to go to Drag's channel, Sabella's channel, go to Carrie's channel, go to the Geek Room, go to all these different rooms and make yourself some money. $25, $50. At least you ain't got to get on here begging no more. And you'll have some sense of dignity. You can be like, no, I didn't get desperate for this. I went on this show and I took the abuse and I got this money. You think I wouldn't do it? I can handle myself in a room with 100 people. It don't make a difference. You got to learn how to do that too, dude. You're poor now. You ain't upper middle class no more. You're poor. Poor. And you want to know what? You want to know why you're poor, Jason? Who do you think made you poor? You think it was the devil? Who do you think made you poor? A lot of people ain't going to believe me when I say this, but God is the reason why they're poor. Because at the end of the day, God is the one who determines who's going to be rich and who's going to be poor, who's going to have it, who ain't going to have it. God is the one who decides these things according to the scriptures. The same God that you guys claim that you follow his principles, yet you do the exact opposite of what the scripture tells you to do. How is God supposed to bless you and you don't do nothing he tells you to do? So, since you guys are bent on sleeping outside, let me give you guys a little bit of advice. Okay? whatever little bit of money you get on YouTube, go buy a tent. It's going to be some really cold nights. You ain't going to have a heater because you ain't got nowhere to plug it in. I strongly recommend you get a fishing rod and learn how to go out there and get the fish stuff or whatever. You're only going to be able to live when you go to McDonald's or something like that, where you can get free Wi-Fi or whatever. Because that's where you guys are headed, if you guys keep going in the current course that you're going in. Now, of course, there's the other part of it, that you actually have a plan and that you're just going to use what you can get on here, and that you plan on going to the uncle, or maybe you guys have finally decided to go to Duluth, which Shanny should have did a long time ago. All she got to do is find one sympathetic cousin. That's it. All she needs is one sympathetic. She don't need her brothers and sisters and aunts and uncle. She just needs one cousin that's willing to help her. Just one. Now, apparently on Friday, that's the last day that you guys are going to be at the at that hotel on Friday, right? Friday's going to be the last day that you guys are going to be there, Jason, right? What's your plan, dude? What is your master plan, dude? And are you more concerned about her health, or are you more concerned about getting some orange Delta 8 or some strawberry Delta 8 or peach Delta 8? Are you more concerned about where you're going to be laying your head, or are you so concerned about Shanny's fake pain that she's going through? Because I'm calling baloney on her pain. If she was going through as much pain as you claimed that she was, you would have took her to the doctor again. You would have took her to the doctor again, and then you would have admitted her to that place, made her stay there or whatever. She ain't in no pain, and we both know it. You're involved with an actress, dude. She ain't in no pain. This is what I recommend you guys do with Jason, and just to poke at Shanny a little bit, to get them to see the light. I'm not doing this for the same reasons other YouTubers are doing this. I got my own personal reasons for doing this, because number one, I got to think about being played and a couple of other issues. But Shanny once said that she don't want no scrub. Everybody who makes a YouTube video needs to start referring to Jason as a scrub. Define what a scrub is, and then say to her, when did you start accepting scrubs? Shanny, they're saying that you're on meth. They're saying that some of them are saying you on crack. Some of them saying you're snorting cocaine. Yet you won't get on here and defend yourself. You know, every view that you get on Twitch is supposed to get you money, but you won't stream because you know you're in unbearable pain. There ain't nothing wrong with Jason. Why won't he go on YouTube and make a video and ask for donations live? Where's his 24-hour stream? Y'all want everything for free. Y'all don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. And this is why I started off this show by saying I don't care about Shanny being in pain. I don't even care that they're living in a hotel no more. I honestly don't. I'll start caring when they start caring. I showed that I cared. I took abuse on here for long enough. I will take abuse in the future for other stuff that is eventually going to get talked about on this channel. But as far as Shanny and Rev goes, I'm not taking no more abuse for that. It ain't happening. It's not happening. Sent me a cash out request saying you need $10 for water, and then I find out that the hotel's giving you water for free. You must be crazy. So Jason, my boy, what's up? What you gonna do with this information? Nothing? You're gonna crawl under the blankets and go play Stardew Valley? Is that what you're gonna go do? Anyway, Elza gave a super chat for $4.99. Thank you very much. She says you're going to be an amazing husband one day. I'm glad Shanny didn't get her hooks into you. I'm glad she didn't get hooks into me either, and I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. But we men, we got to be providers, Jason. And if you ain't going to provide, dude, you deserve everything that's going to come your way, dude. And for what I hear where you are, there's a lot of bears, dude. There's a lot of bears and snakes. So if you set up a tent in the woods, are you going to stay woke to protect your boo-boo from the snakes and the bears that's in the area? Are you going to do it? Yes or no? Some of these nights have been really cold, dude. Last year, you saw all the ice that was on the ground and how long it took for it to thaw out. Yet you continually play games on here talking about some $5 or $10 or $20. That stuff ain't going to do nothing for you, dude. You need some gas in your car. You need to go to the Bowery Mission, and you need to think about your long-term future. You're not even 40 yet, dude. You're not even 40 yet. And if you are drinking again, if you're sneaking over there to that little Subway convenient mart that's over there, and you're going over there trying to buy yourself a drink, you're an idiot. Don't give me this garbage that you follow the principles of Jesus while you sit in your butt and expect everybody to do everything for you, dude. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. I appreciate everybody watching this. I had to get this off my chest, but I am just getting sick. Shannon's in a lot of pain. I don't care.